Quick reminder guys, I'll be doing a giveaway for Assetto Corsa Competizione on the PS4. All you have to do is follow me on my socials. The competition will be ended on the 5th of July, which is Sunday at 12 o'clock UK time. And yeah, pretty much all you got to do is follow me and have a chance of winning the game. If you haven't got the game already, definitely make sure you join in, man. Also, for more ACC giveaways, head over to RacingGameCentral. If you're in the US, they're giving away 5 digital copies of Assetto Corsa Competizione. That's free on the PS4, 2 on the Xbox, and yeah, all the information is down in my description below. Also, a big shout out to Eileen Cruz, who actually gave me this information to put out to you guys. Also, go and check her stuff out. All the guys at Popgeeks, they got crazy animations, man, crazy anime. Go check that stuff out. But anyway, without any further ado, let's get stuck into this Bentley video around Silverstone, my first setup on the PS4. So starting off the lap, you actually want to make sure you have a button map for your traction control, and this is a technique that was really coined by Mike Noble, and yeah, pretty much you want to be making sure you dip your traction down out of certain corners just to get the best possible exit and not be bogged down by the traction. Heading through turn 1 through Cots, we take a load of curb on the inside, actually get a little bit stuck on the curb on the outside, but kept our foot in anyway. This is where I struggle on PS4, where the steering delay does affect me quite a lot. I never feel like I'm able to take the correct speed through Magus and Beckett's, but we managed a decent run this time. Still a little bit down in the time that we've already got. It was almost a 10th, I think we lost through the first sector, but managed to just keep going. Now we're down the back straight. Always important to make sure you get a good line through this corner, man. You want to take a wide line in and get on the power as early as you can. Make sure you don't miss the apex too much. I didn't properly nail that corner, but again, as I said, I've always struggled on the PS4 just with turning at the right time because it is a little bit delayed. This is probably the best run I've ever got through this corner because normally I struggle so much, but you just want to get your foot straight down. I have noticed on the PS4 there seems to be a little bit more rear grip out of that corner, and you can get your foot down a little bit earlier. This is a tough corner, man. You really have to throw it in, keep it in 5th gear, make sure you can carry as much speed as possible. I did kind of pussy out just a little bit, and here again into this tight corner I didn't take the best line. The back end was just starting to get a little bit leery on turning, but I managed to hold it. Again, now you want to see me dip the traction down, making sure I get the best exit possible. It's very important to make sure you have a button map for your traction, and this is pretty much the only real big mistake I made on this lap. Coming into this corner, I sort of preempted the back end stepping out, so I ended up turning a little bit too early and almost got stuck on the curb on the inside. Not the best run for the last sector, but we still managed to not completely kill the lap. And again, you'll see now for the last corner, you'll see me dip the traction down as I'm coming out of the last corner. That is always what you want to be doing coming out of the majority of corners on ACCs. Make sure you've got a button map for your traction, man. It definitely helps your lap times, but you're going to have to get used to it, and you know, you're going to have to get used to not forgetting to put your traction back up. But after the replay, I'll show you a bit more about the setup. So as we come into the setup menu, in hindsight, I've actually should have went about 3 clicks up on the rear PSIs. Towards the end of the lap, I was on around 27.2, which is about 3 clicks lower than what I'd actually want. Probably would have helped me get out some of the slower corners towards the end of the lap, but still not too terrible. Again, this is just a base setup. I do believe it can be improved upon. And yeah, if you are one of the guys wondering whether the PC setups transfer perfectly to the PS4 or the consoles at the moment, I would say no, because of how old the console patch is. When I transferred over my Bentley setup from the PC to try it on the PS4, the exact same setup had a totally different aero balance. So yeah, the aero variation was completely different. So for me at the moment, I think the consoles are a bit too far behind in terms of patches. We did have an update to the cars which changed a lot of the suspension geometry, cambers and whatnot. So a lot of that stuff is going to be a little bit different. So I cannot, you know, give you guys the same setups that I already have. I'm going to have to make brand new setups for the console users, but this setup's pretty decent, man. I hope you guys do enjoy it. It should help you go quicker. It was all about just making sure I could carry the corner speed, man, and getting the braking down. But anyway, it's Kryptic TNG. Like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to catch my videos first. Peace.